What's up guys, Prodigy here with another spicy upload, but before we get to the spiciness, I would like to announce my new membership program that I have. Here are the perks, I hope you join, thank you for supporting the channel. Announcement aside, this upload is dedicated to Kazuki Takahashi. He made a lot of people happy with his creation, myself included. And as we all know, recently he passed away. And this upload is dedicated to him. Hope you enjoy. In the city of Townsville, a lovely place where kids battle it out with vanilla beat sticks like Leo Gun and Armored Lizard. Also, this kid on the right-hand side of the screen has two set cards in front of the monster zone. Well, either that or he has his spell or trap in the monster zone and his monster in the spell and trap card zone. Where's Mokuba? This is a dueling infraction. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and set two cards face down and end my turn. Your move. Not quite sure that's how it's supposed to look. You see, those face down cards are supposed to be in the back. That's where I like to play my spells and traps. I mean, I can get a game board from like 2002 to explain that those should be in the back. I said that's where I like to play my spells and traps. Look, you see this one right here. You could see that the main monster zone's in the front and the spells and traps are in the back. I said that's where I like to play my spells and traps. Now, are you gonna let me play my spells and traps where I want to, or am I gonna have to do something that we're both gonna regret? You know, maybe this doesn't apply. I mean, we know the whole screw the rules memes in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I mean, let's just continue. Go ahead and normal summon Bubble Man. Holy the traffic. I guess there's some arseholes dueling in front of the line 2 miles up. Also, look at this board. We've got both players with 2 cards set, and the left player has Spirit of the Harp in attack mode. Well, doesn't look defensive to me. Anywho, the other guy is apparently Chumley Huffington as a raw yellow, and he's running Battle Steer Beatdown. Only 2 things come from Battle City, Private Huffington. Battle Steers and Battle Queers. And you don't much look like a Battle Steer to me, so that kind of narrows it down. Do you suck At least now I do.
My Sword Hunter will demolish your dino in no time! Sword Hunter, attack now! That's the stuff!
Wait, you suck, man. You managed to get 2 monsters on the field to tribute them off for Sword Hunter, but you haven't beaten this guy with his deck of 1600 attack point monsters yet? Disgrace. Also, you think you can dye your hair and show up in my favorite card game anime and not have me recognize you? Kid from Beyblade? Also, this dude is missing his nose like he's Krillin, and this girl is missing a mouth.
Huh? Come on, let's go! What's going on here? Don't you have school?
A fantastic question that we never get the answer to. Also, to the dude in the car whose nose really looks like Adrian Brody's, school becomes this in a few years, so brace for that to become a thing.
Look, just doing my job, okay? So please move your car.
Yeah, will do. Battle City Tournament. Shut down the city. For this.
Okay, I don't know what's scarier. The dude outside his window, the giant thunder kid that got peed on by Grimace, or this dude's tongue. I feel sorry for the dude's wife. Look at that liquor!
We're just about 11 miles away. I know exactly where those creeps are keeping Taya, and Joey should be nearby. We'll get them both out of there in no time.
I'm concerned with more important issues.
Like how my mouth is slowly moving up towards my nose as time marches on, leaving me with what feels like a foot of chin before my mouth. I look like grade A under A, Mokuba.
Or have you forgotten about Pegasus and his Millennium Eye?
Flashback.
The Curry Box!
Also, I never mentioned this, but Bikuri Box, whose original name is Devil Box, has an uncensored scythe. I half expected it to get censored since the poor children's eyes would outright melt otherwise.
And while your soul is away, your body will be employed as my obedient servant. That was just a cheap trick.
But Seto, Pegasus did use his Millennium Eye to trap us.
That's enough. Just drop it, Mokuba.
If this is how in denial Kaiba is over mystic powers, I'd like to hear his thoughts on religion. God. How could there be a god if Seto Kaiba is still here?
And I'm not exactly who you think I am, Kaiba. I am actually a 5,000-year-old spirit who lives within the chambers of the Millennium Puzzle.
That's a lie. Do you honestly expect me to believe you?
Come on, Kaiba boy, you're telling me you didn't notice that Yugi turns from this to this whenever a serious game of Yu-Gi-Oh occurs? You even reacted to his transformation in the very first episode.
What the? There's just no way.
Another flashback. So I guess Kaiba's purple jacket didn't pop a stiffy like his more modern jackets do?
What Shizu said was true. I know it.
Yet another flashback. Another terrible duel, this time featuring Legion the Fiend Jester's anorexic legs. Also, this dude on the right has pants that were recycled from Coca-Cola cans. Just look at how metallic and shiny they are. Everything he's wearing is whack, yo. He's got burgundy hair, a cerulean jacket, a pink undershirt, blue belt, and those red pants. Excluding the gray shoes and chain, this guy has got the color palette like he's cosplaying as a starburst.
Marek wants to rule the world?
Look at Mokuba's face. He cannot believe the that is coming out of Yugi's mouth for even a fraction of a second. In fact, this face is the embodiment of Sigen's response to Snake wanting to take off his pants in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Is there a way to take off my pants?
Say what?
My pants, can I?
Oh, hell no.
They're not lies, and you've heard Merrick's plan firsthand.
Jeez, this is like the fourth flashback of this episode.
Using magic powers to control people's minds. I bet you still believe in the Tooth Fairy as well.
Discussion time. Is Kaiba secretly retarded or is he just very stubborn? Because if he's seriously this oblivious to the Millennium Item's magic, then how does he have any right to call himself a genius? Or maybe he just thinks there's only technology, everything else is just a sham. Because he clearly does this in the Dark Side Dimensions movie, but I guess since it was with technology, it's valid.
And now that he's captured my friends, there's no telling what he plans to do with them.
Another flashback? Has there been this many in an entire episode? If this keeps up, we're gonna be in double digits in no time.
Here you go, Joey. Take your red eyes back.
Nah, Yug. You hold on to it. It isn't mine to take, pal.
Joey truly is the Chad of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because everyone pretty much just keeps their ace monsters because they need them to win, except Joey! He went from having his ace being the Red Eyes Black Dragon to being Guilford the Legend. It's Guilford the Lightning! He knows he can win extra boss monsters as he continues, and he's pretty much used to being dealt the worst cards. So this power move takes 2 sins from the counter.
We have to locate my friends as soon as possible and get them away from that madman.
But they're already located, Yug. Did you not hear Mokuba's whiny as hell voice say that they're literally right there?
Rare Hunter's hideout. We're just about 11 miles away.
And speaking of them being right there, why is this helicopter ride taking so long? Okay, the focal point is the fist, but this is still a Yugi crotch shot.
Good, then it won't be long before we find Taya and Joey.
I'm tired of hearing about your friends, Yugi. Especially that hack Wheeler.
You're the hack, Kaiba, Mr. Screw the Rules, I have money. You're like the Bill Gates of the Yu-Gi-Oh! World. I wouldn't be surprised if the dual disc idea was stolen. And your deck sucks in literally every regard unless broken staples are combined with it. So suck on that nut for a while.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had already qualified for the Battle City Finals.
We interrupt this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters for yet another flashback. Jesus Christ, this is like the 5th one. What the fuck? Why is Rex so close? He looks like he's Joey's coach or something. Alright, Wheeler, you got 2 monsters on the field. Now it's time for you to tribute them off for the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yeah, about that, Rex. I gave it to Yugi. What? That was my best card! I gave it to you in Duelist Kingdom and you just gave it away like it's nothing? Don't worry, Rex. If I win this duel, not only will I have his locator card, but I'll get that really weird, giant, veiny penis monster he's got over there. Come to think of it, Rex, ever since I took your Red Eyes, what kind of deck have you been running? I've been running Megazal Beatdown Wheeler. Don't make me explain myself further. My psychic powers knew that he was running such a trash deck, that's why I was able to beat him. Shut up, Roba!
Just give up, Wheeler. It's over.
Joey Wheeler doesn't quit. Maybe you'd understand if you had friends.
Okay, but do you really need friends in order to have a desire to win? Also, apparently Rex is Weevil's friend, and I'm sure Shino Aburame would be friends with him too on account of the whole bug thing they have going on.
He's Gearfree, the Iron Knight. And that slimy parasite's helpless against his metal armor.
Since this is a carbon copy of the episode, may as well let a flashback prodigy take this one.
He's Gearfree, the Iron Knight. And that slimy parasite's helpless against his metal armor.
No. Parasite's helpless against the Destroy Equip cards effect. That noise.
Any last words?
Dual flashback number 450.
Not to worry, my friends. I promise I'll set you free.
We needed Yugi during the slavery days. He'd have freed all of them given a day. He'd just duel the plantations into submission. Those Confederates right up.
All right, this is it. No matter what happens down there, I'm not leaving without my friends. You won't get away with this, Merrick.
Even if it is with just their decrepit corpses, because the people who kidnapped them are verified homicidal psychos.
Time for some big brain math. Welcome students. For today's bonus round I will calculate how much time 4 kids made us waste watching nothing but flashbacks for them, what I'm sure is majority of this episode. Okay, so I went through the video and saw the timestamps in which there were flashbacks. These are the results. Calculating these into precious seconds of my life, these are the new numbers we have. Adding all of this together, the sum is 869 seconds. Holy shit, that's 14.5 minutes. Just wow. The episode is 21 minutes and 23 seconds long, counting the end credits and opening theme song. So, if we just set up an equation like this, we can determine what percentage of this episode is pure flashbacks. Okay, so if I divide this, and multiply this, and recall my basic trigonometric identities, and using the basic principles with summation equations, alongside Euler's formula, and for some reason the 16-point unit circle, we end up with 67.73% of this episode that is pure flashbacks. The 869 seconds of flashbacks will be added as sins to the counter.
It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off. Hope you're sitting down, Serenity, because your big brother had some pretty big news.
You made it to the Battle City Finals!
Wait, how'd you get? Did Tristan tell you?
There's also the inescapable fact you were just the absolute UNIT, Joey boy.
The doctor said I could take the bandages off tonight.
That's great. So it sounds like you can come home. I'll send someone over to pick you up right away.
Alright, sis. I'll send someone to pick you up right away.
Later, Joey.
Yeah, Tristan!
All right!
Joey! Joey! Easy with the technology, you spaz!
Sorry, but Serenity takes the bandages off tonight.
It's been almost 5 or 6 months.